Hi friends, Heike Yates here, and it is Wednesday, and I'm here every Wednesday, usually at 1 o'clock, but I do have a doctor's appointment and I have to be there just after 1. But I did not want to miss out on talking to you guys today. And today I'm talking about intermittent fasting. This week I'm talking about what are some of the beliefs that you might have around intermittent fasting that hold you back or stop you from trying intermittent fasting, and replace them with 3 strategies or mindset strategies where you say, yes, I want to try this. This is going to work for me. Now, I've done some research, of course, as I always do. And when I started out hearing about intermittent fasting, I thought it was something like getting a colonoscopy. And let's be honest, we're in this age group where we do get colonoscopies, and I hope you take them as seriously as I do and get them every 5 years, at least here in the US. I don't know other places of when the time frames are, but here in the US, we get every 5 years. And I thought, oh my God, intermittent fasting, this is crazy. I'm not supposed to eat for a long time. And I know how I felt when I have the colonoscopy. And actually, it was funny, or not funny, but interesting, that once I experienced intermittent fasting, the colonoscopy became so much easier. But initially, I thought, this is crazy. I can't eat for an extended period of time, and I'm a triathlete, and I need to keep up my energy and keep training and all this good stuff. So I thought it was like a colonoscopy. Do you think that too? Now, another belief that not only I have, but many other people, and what as a coach, I've been coaching for a long time, that is that we have to have 6 meals a day. Meals as in 3 big meals, like lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and then 2 snacks, so mini meals, because we need to fuel our body every 3 to 4 hours in order for us to have energy, to lose body fat, to perform our fitness exercises, think clearly, in order to perform. And my body, like many other people and the women that have gone before you in the 4 week lean out program, had the same impression that we have to eat. My stomach tells me at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, at 11 o'clock in the morning, it is time to get a snack. It is time to eat a lunch. Only to find out after they started fasting, oh, I'm ahead of myself. So thinking the belief that you are have to eat on a regular schedule. And that is a belief that does not go with fasting if you think about it. You're not supposed to eat for a certain period of time. That's definitely one, so that we have the colonoscopy and we have the eating six six meals a day, some small and some large. Then number 3, a third belief that I kept hearing was that intermittent fasting is too complicated. There's probably a lot of meals to cook and a lot of prep time, and I have to get my phone out and I have to write all kinds of stuff down, and maybe I also have to set a timer so I know when I'm supposed to be done with my fasting time. So many thought that it was way too complicated and you have to organize a lot of stuff, that's maybe buy some foods that you normally don't buy that enhance the fasting and the energy part. But none of those beliefs, guys, actually is true. And I have been in the fitness industry for over 30 years, and I keep saying it and I say it again. I have seen it all, it almost seems. And I've tried most of the things that are on the market when it comes to diet and nutrition. Unless they're really super crazy, then I'll just pass. And I talked about this in my blog post and in my podcast about dissecting diets. So if you want to take a peek over at heikeyates.com and look at some of the blogs that I've written in regard to these kind of things and podcasts, go there and listen in. We're not talking about this today, but everything tried and true works. And when you think of all the things I've tested, I'm only offering things to you that I know work, the exercises that work, the mindset strategies that I know help a lot, and how to get in shape when you're over 50. You know, guys, I'm 59 and I feel fantastic. I made it through menopause with all my strategies, and I made it to now at a later age in midlife, and I feel vibrant and I feel energized. But back to intermittent fasting. It is a religion. It's true. Some cultures fast, but they are fasting maybe for a day or 24 hours. They're on a water fast. So they're doing things very differently. And they're also keeping in mind why they're fasting, because it's part of their religion and it's part of what they do in their tradition. And it is not a religious fast. You don't have to sit around, read a book, or pray, or do anything like this, unless, of course, it makes you happy. But it is not a religion. It's simply a matter, intermittent fasting is simply a matter of stopping eating for a while and starting eating for a while. So these were the top disempowering beliefs that I came across. Some of them I experienced myself and thought myself before I got into intermittent fasting. And I want to replace these with 3 empowering beliefs for you. And the empowering belief number 1, intermittent fasting is easier than a traditional diet. If you're thinking diets, what usually comes to mind? I have to exercise at a certain time. I have to eat certain meals. I can't eat certain things. I only eat so much of something that I have to measure everything. I lose my social life because I'm on a diet. And this is not true with intermittent fasting, because you choose when you fast and how long you fast. And you don't buy any crazy foods, or there are no foods that are off limit. You can eat what I call according to your goals. If you have lofty goals of leaning out and losing weight, you're much more likely to pay attention to what goes in your mouth, how it's prepared, and where it's coming from, than when you just said, you know what, I just don't want to eat for a while. I'm not hungry. I don't care really about anything else. So it depends on your goals, what it is that you are trying to achieve with intermittent fasting. But again, you eat what you want, when you want, how much you want, and you just simply open up a couple of hours a day to fast. And I'll teach this in depth in the 4-week lean out program, guys. So we're going from a super simple fast to a relatively advanced fasting technique with baby steps. So an empowering belief is you don't have to buy anything. It's not complicated. Oh yeah, and let me ask you or tell you that if you can't cook, you can fast too. You don't have to be a chef in the kitchen to whoop up some crazy meal that looks super amazing, has 20 ingredients, and takes an hour to prepare. I'm none of that. All the meals most of the meals, I just say all, many of the meals are around 30 minutes to prep, and that's it, done. Because I like it quick, fast, healthy, and nutritious, and I'm going on with life, even though I love to eat. Number 2 is that eating becomes simpler. That means that you know what you're going to eat, in the sense that, yes, you plan your week. You don't leave it up to chance that you go somewhere to the grocery store and go, let's see, what am I going to eat today? Or what should we cook this week? And I'm just as guilty as the next one. You go and see some really awesome things in the aisles you shouldn't be going through because they don't support your healthy lifestyle, but you're hungry and you kind of have no idea of what you're cooking. So, intermittent fasting, you do plan ahead. You know what you're going to make, you know when you're going to eat, and you know what types of meals you need in order for you to have a balanced and nutritious diet. So that's number two. Eating becomes simpler. It's super uh, doable. Now, finally, intermittent fasting can uh, help you overcome emotional eating. We're no longer running around the refrigerator when we're pissed or sad and try to eat because it's not our eating time. You may be tempted at first, and just like with anything else, just like when you're flexing a muscle and you're doing a muscle and you're doing bicep curls, it takes practice to learn the right techniques, and it takes practice to get results, and it takes consistency to see results. So, just with intermittent fasting, if you're an emotional eater and every time you're sad or depressed, you head on over to your cupboard or you go in that state to the grocery store, I can only imagine what ends up in your cart. But there is a way around it. If you're planning out your meals and you stay away or don't even buy those things that usually crave the ice cream, the chips, I don't know, French fries, you just don't have them around. And it's proven over and over and again in the course. And the ladies that have gone through the 4 week lean out course have said, you know what? I've had cravings before and I had emotional eating bouts. But with a balanced and healthy meal and just the right amount at a set time when I eat, and I actually wait till I'm hungry, I'm not eating because it is 12 noon. I was able to lean out, lose some weight, feel better, make my gut just super happy. And that's in a nutshell, super happy because it decreases inflammation when you let your gut rest for a while. So, friends, if you have some disempowering beliefs around intermittent fasting, post them in the comments for me, please, so I can address those. I've showed you three of the most common um, disempowering beliefs today. So you hear from me what it is and address those openly with three answers to those three disempowering beliefs. And I invite you to check out the 4 week lean out program and see if it's for you. I will leave a link in the comments so you can take a look at it and join us in October. But with that, I totally love intermittent fasting and I hope you do too after you got rid of your disempowering beliefs. And I love it. Thanks so much for being here. And I'll see you next week here at Heike Yates Pursue Your Spark with another interesting topic. I'll see you then. Bye. And where's the stop button? Found it.